My mission today is to fill that space with a wall decal. I have been working real hard on giving my space a glow up and I am almost done, but that spot looks really bare. Hi, I'm Brenda Lambert. I'm a TJC licensed instructor for Silhouette. You found your way to Silhouette Success and I do hope that you're going to join our little community. Now, I snagged this design here from Creative Fabrica. It is part of a free bundle for the Christmas in July giveaway. If you are watching this video on Monday, July 29th, you can head over there, download this bundle, share it through the download page, and be entered in a contest to win a Cricut Joy. That's all you have to do. Download the bundle and share, which is absolutely amazing. Now, back to the problem at hand. I did download this file. I do love the design. However, I need it to be 24 by 24-ish. Of course, the Cameo 5 only cuts a 12-inch width, so we have to cut it down the middle, so to speak. If you cut this straight down the middle, you're going to find that there is no good separation point. Anywhere you cut this design, something is going to be sliced in half, and you're going to have to actually piece it together and there will be a seam. We're going to figure out how to avoid all of that right now. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that the sizing is going to be correct. I have my design area set to 25 by 25 inches. And that's a little bit larger than I can actually cut because of course the mats are 12 by 12. So the largest I could cut would be just under 24 inches. When I click on this, you can see at the bottom, this comes in at 21.089, and we might have to adjust that just a little bit. So let's drag this all the way over to the left-hand side so that it is still within the cut border, but we are using as much of this area as we can. This red line is going to show us where we need to divide everything up. Now, if we take a look at stand, if we split this just like this, the D is going to be cut right in half, and so is the F, and that's not what we want. So the most important thing at this point is to scale this down just a little bit so that the entire D will fit on the left hand side. Once the word stand will fit in this area, we can right click and ungroup all of the pieces so that we can work better with them. All of the lines of text are also grouped together, so let's get them ungrouped. Now, the only thing with this is you have to be very careful not to move stuff around. You want it to all kind of stay in place. There is no way we can cut this banner shape out without slicing it. So we're going to move that right off to the side for just a minute. Now we can fit if you just fine on this side. Can't would be split up. Stand will fit, the will not. We'll need to move get over. We're going to have to move at least the F over, and we're going to have to move studio over. So let's start selecting the pieces that are not fitting within this side of the cut. Hold down your shift key and just click on everything that you want to move. Now we can right click and group that together and slide it over. Now everything on this side of the page is going to cut without being sliced, and everything on this side of the page is going to cut without being sliced, and at the end we can piece it together and there will be no seams. Let's go ahead and snag all of these pieces, right click and group them together. Now we've eliminated the issue of moving pieces around accidentally. Now, if you are working with a 12 by 24 mat, you can run this side and then you can run this side, and we can take this banner, open up the transform panel, click on the third tab, which is rotate, and click on 90 degrees. And that will set this sideways and we'll be able to cut that out as well. If you're cutting off of a roll, which is what I'm going to do today, you can adjust your media size and get this set up a little bit better and save some more space. So let's go to the page setup panel. Remember, you always want your width to be 12 if you're working with a Cameo. We can adjust the height so that it is taller. I'm going to put in 60 inches. And now we can bump this design up, and we can select that, go up to our line tab and select center, and that'll make sure that it's centered on the page. Let's zoom in for a minute. This looks kind of close. It is within the cut line there, and everything looks pretty good. We can actually bump this up just a little bit more. Let's use our arrow key and do that, and fit to window. We can take the second part here, get that set in place, and now for the banner, we can set it here and see that it's not going to quite fit like that. So let's bump this up to 70, and now everything is going to fit nicely. And I think I'm going to move it over as far as I can so that I will have all of this vinyl that I can put in my scrap bin, and it will stay there forever. Now, since there is a lot of space here and here, I think I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here on this flower. I think it's super cute. So let's ungroup this, grab that flower and duplicate, pull that off to the side. We're going to grab all of this again and group it together so that it stays in place. Now we can take this and set it here, make a smaller version fit here, and when I am done applying the decal, I can arrange some of these matching flowers around the room. I think that'll be cute. Now, some of this looks super close, and it looks like it might give us a hard time separating the pieces once it's cut out, but if we go ahead and zoom into this spot here, you can see there's actually quite a bit of room to cut around that. We should be fine. Let's take one final look and make sure that our entire design is within the cut border. Everything looks good. Let's go to the send panel. All of the cut lines are lit up in red. That is perfect. I'm going to cut this out of HTV Ront permanent vinyl, and I know for that particular vinyl, I have to have my blade set to 2 with 2 passes. Now I just need to get the roll feeder set up and the vinyl loaded. Then we can send it through.